You asked for it, so the Inked Mage is going to deliver another terrain build setup breakdown. My characters and my Friday night campaign are traveling up the Sword Coast toward Neverwinter in a boat. This boat. And they are going to come across, be driven by a storm, and seek refuge in a manor on top of the cliff overlooking the coast. So let's go take a look and see what they're going to find. This is the big setup, the big picture, but we're not going to go there yet. This is the second floor. I'm really excited to show you the second floor especially. So here's the grounds. First off, again, I talked about this before, this beautiful Monster Fight Club map, and trees and fallen trees and stumps and the rocky hills, and we'll get all to that. So here is the first floor of this manor, and this is a prototype test piece for Monster Fight Club that I'm testing out. Got a few of those, and what? Look at that. Look at this. Look at, it's got depth, it has texture. That is pretty darn cool. Right now, I'm using it for a walkway. So the characters can go here, up these steps, and check this out. So this is the dungeon bridge, half of the dungeon bridge from Dwarven Forge. And so they make their approach. Just used a couple gargoyles for statues. This is set up on top of some Dwarven Forge Aranthor Mountain floor pieces, and and the cliff pieces also are from them, but it's dressed up nicely with these Monster Fight Club rock hills and trees and hedges and bushes and a WizKids miniature. This is a statue. So let's enter. Now, one of the great things about the Warlock tiles for WizKids are these double doors that eat up only the space. See, typically, let me pull out a Dwarven Forge door just for a second to show you. This single door fits there, but that's not really befitting a manor. So I just use one of these Warlock tile double doors, which looks more fitting to me. It looks nicer, and I'll show you. See, a Dwarven Forge double door just takes up too much of an imprint for what I wanted. So we go inside, and this is the main entry hall. And again, so much of the first floor is built with Dwarven Forge, only because I have much more of this than the WizKids Warlock tiles. What I use their Warlock tiles for is for the second floor, and I'm excited to show you that. So here you are in the entry hall. A couple statues. Those torches light up, which is kind of cool. Archways leading off, and these stairs lead up to a second floor balcony. I dropped in, again, this is WizKids from their door pack, and these doors open. It's kind of hard for me with one hand, but trust me when I say they open, and I have done other videos on my Instagram page about that. So we'll do the big overview to show you what's created, and then we'll work our way down. So obviously there's lots of passageways to get places on the first floor. We have here, this is a den. Love these Galadoria Games comfy chairs. Look, a grandfather clock, a liquor cabinet. It's funny. I always said you're not an adult unless you have a liquor cabinet. This doesn't qualify, though. I don't have a liquor cabinet. This is the only one I have, but it doesn't mean I'm an adult yet. And I just dropped in. I love my D&D tiles, and this is just a great tile. This is a great one because you can flip it over and it becomes a trap, a hole, right? And then a WizKids fireplace. So this is a little den. But you can come in the den through this door or that door down this hall. Over here you have a dining room. So I just want to quick point back over here. So this is actually bar pieces from Galadoria Games. And you can see that just the detail they do is so amazing. And I like this piece too because good barkeep needs a trusty hammer to sort out unruly people trying to break up his tavern or her tavern. And these are WizKids long tables with some Galadoria Games chairs, wooden chairs, set with some Dwarven Forge and WizKids food. Okay, so there's the dining room, and you can exit the dining room, go down the hall, or you can head into the kitchen. You've probably seen this before. It's a Galadoria Games, one of their tables. Some of their tables that I have just have candles on it, but this has food, and I just like that. Maybe that's where the servants eat. And this is from, oh man, don't quote me on that. But I think that's from Terra Tilescapes. And we got a barrel here from Galadoria Games, and this is Miniature Town for the oven. The Arcania Workshop for that little hutch. A table by Galadoria Games. And let's continue down the hall. So this actually is, there's a spiral staircase leading from upstairs. It's a servant staircase that leads down to a basement, which I'm just going to use a D&D tile. See, there's stairs coming down and some stores. Pretty good. So come down here. Now you can go through the kitchen to get into the pantry, but there's a hole down here too. And I just threw down, there's a combination of Galadoria Games crates, Gravelcast, Manic Games, Dwarven Forge, Monster Fight Club, and WizKids. And then a back door. So then you come down over here. I'm going to go around the table so you get a little better view. Okay, so this was the pantry, the kitchen, just to orient yourself. You can see you come down, lots of passageways. And here is a study with books, and that is a WizKids armor statue. And then there's those double doors I was talking about. You see the imprint they take up. And I use it just to create a little sanctuary for the manor where he and his family could come and pray and do their devotions. So come back down, come to the door, and then we're gonna head upstairs. Okay, you ready to come upstairs? You ready to come up and see the second floor of this manor and see just what I've done? Well, I hope so, because we're about to go. So I've used these two pieces from Dwarven Forge City Builder set to be, railing and balcony overlooking the entry hall. And the spaces on either side are where the stairs spiral up, leading to this, little area to sit down and relax and have a conversation. And I took one of the doors from the Warlock Tiles Town and Village set, which I predominantly used to make up this second floor, and this piece pops off to reveal the clip so I could clip it in, but I don't have it clipped in, I just have it placed here to fit, which is rather nice. And this makes use of these half wall pieces that just slip in and insert between the floor pieces. I can't tell you how, I would have built the whole thing out using the Town and Village stuff. I used a bunch of it. So when I say I didn't have a lot, or enough I should say, it's only because this is a massive setup, a massive build using them. But I cannot speak highly enough about these. These are so amazing. So for a couple areas, I just used the Dwarven Forge City Builder stuff to pop in there, and you'll notice because it's not half height. So I went in deep on the City Builder Kickstarter, and I mostly use it for exterior stuff. I don't find it super functional, overall, and it ends up having a lot of holes, and look at the walls where, you're supposed to slip wall pieces in. So aesthetically, it's not as good, for me, in my opinion, as the Warlock tiles. You know, it isn't to say that I don't like them and I don't use them or I'm getting rid of them. That's not the case. I just happen to prefer these for creating builds. If I'm making buildings that are outside and used for exterior set pieces, they look really good and I have no complaints. But I could not do what I've done here with the City Builder stuff. So what I've done is, you've got this little area here, and then just look at one of the things that I love about the Town and Village stuff is look at that long hall. Okay, some of you who are astute are going to notice that the wood goes in a direction and I have them going in some different directions. That was strictly an error, and you know, I was building fast and I wasn't thinking about it, but I hope you'll cut some slack there. So what do we have upstairs? There's the lounge. You go down, you come to a window, a dead end, and in this room, this could be a servant or a guest room or maybe even a family member's room. And then you have servant quarters. Love making use of these bunk beds from WizKids, little table from WizKids, and chairs from Galadoria Games, wood stove from Terra Tilescapes, and a couple small dressers from Tiny Furniture. Now, go over here, put a door. Again, you can see that this just removes. Put that door there, that leads into the spiral staircase, the servant stairs that will take you down to the kitchen and into the cellar. And then these stairs lead up into the attic, which we'll get to in a second. Just did a little room here. Maybe this is the nursery or where the nursemaid lives. Got these nice double doors clipped in. And then we come into the bedroom, the master suite. And got a bearskin rug from Terra Tilescapes. This little dresser and awesome bed are from Galadoria Games. We've got a mirror here. Stove, a couple more of these comfy chairs, and a couple wardrobes from Tiny Furniture that look so nice. And then look at this, doors leading out to a balcony. I just used a stone balcony piece from Dwarven Forge. That is a massive second story setup. Lots of places to explore. And again, I can't tell you how much I forgot the privy. Look at that, Terra Tilescapes privy. And again, I just used a half wall pieces. Can't tell you how much I really love the Town and Village stuff. So again, this goes upstairs and you can see the stairs there. This is all resting on Axe and Shield terrain riser. Get that in focus to represent the attic. This is Dwarven Forge, but I did put in a little piece here from WizKids to be able to slide a door in so that there's a door leading to the attic. And again, I put this is WizKids stair pieces, just like over here. And I wanted to have it so that you could look down and see that there were stairs. I have a little bit of a glare, but there you can see that. And then there's an attic encounter. And really, so that's that. But maybe there's a secret door that leads down into another chamber that runs outside along a cliff face. Again, a lot of Aranthor Mountain stuff here from Dwarven Forge. Probably their most versatile set and the stuff that gets the most used in my games. I mean, I used a lot of it here in conjunction with Monster Fight Club for outdoor terrain. And you can see it leads in. I do love these terrain trays from Dwarven Forge, though. They are really good. And goes into this piece. Cave bank pieces, terrain tray, cool sarcophagus from Galadoria Games, and some coffins from Tiny Furniture. And this is cavern stuff from Dwarven Forge. So we got this great setup. And overall, and that mat is 6 feet by 4 feet, so that's quite big. So there you have it. That is the terrain build for this Friday's setup.
This was a lot of fun building. I did it over a course of a couple days as I tinkered and fine-tuned, and since the game isn't for several more days, there may still be some fine-tuning as I look at something and think, oh, I could do something better there. I hope you like this this walkthrough. If you did, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and please make sure to follow me on Instagram.